Our, our speaker is an award-winning author, entrepreneur, BA in Business and Management, international inspirational speaker, global advisor, youth, women and relationship and mindset mentor. She has been recognized for her contributions to humanity and community and has been awarded Certificate of Recognition by many. She has been featured on national press such as Financial Herald, Fox News, ABC News, and NBC News. Small business trendsetter, trendsetter, Okun's Group USA Magazine, Victorious Life Magazine, Powerhouse Global Magazine, and local Hornchurch newspaper. She also became the Secretary of the Year in UK. She is also the founder of Elizabeth Creations, Time with Elizabeth Lucas, radio inspirational show host, and Y.Y.C.I International, which is an inspiring, empowering, and mentoring youths, women, and families individually, locally, and internationally. She is happily married and mother of 2 children. Without any further ado, friends, let us welcome Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas.
Once again, good morning. Once again, good morning. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. I think I've started all my greetings right from the beginning of this event. But once again, I want to say thank you so much for the organizer of this conference, and also to Professor Dr. Mario Lucerio. And also, I want to appreciate Professor Mike Catton for introducing me. Thank you so much. I want to also acknowledge all my great leaders in this place. I want to acknowledge Professor Edward Modo. I want to appreciate Professor Rania, also my mentor, Dr. TPS. I also want to appreciate, because every one of us, we are great, great leaders, and we are doing great things, and we are making an impact, and we are making a change in this world. So I want to appreciate you all. Thank you for inviting me. With the little time I have here today, I want to quickly say thank you for all our participants, all our listeners. We are all learning together. Either we are on the webinar side or we are on the video side, we are all on panelist side. We are all learning together. And I believe that by the time we finish on the third day, which is on Sunday, we will have something to meditate on, to act on, and also to make a difference. So thank you so much, Father Raul Barcelo. I appreciate you. I acknowledge you as well. So thank you. Now, let me go through it because I think I have a very short period. My topic is mindset for transformation. Why did I choose this topic? It's because I am working on this particular journey with mindset for transformation. I've written several books, and one of them is Yes, You Can. And in that Yes, You Can book, I have introduced myself to the world and let them know that it's about time we change our mindset, or we renew our mindset, because if not, it will be like a rolling circle. So if we don't change our mindset for transformation, all our efforts of research, of listening, of going to conferences, webinars, seminars, will all be in just you listening, and that is it. Life goes on, and there will be no transformation, and there will be no change. So that is why I am passionately to share with you on mindset for transformation. But before we go any further, let me use my background of sharing with you where this mindset, where the inspiration of mindset for transformation comes from. And that will be from Romans chapter 12, verses 2, which says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mindset." But why? That you will be able to test and approve what is God's way for your life, your purpose, and what is good, and what is acceptable and pleasing God, and knowing the perfect will of the God of the universe. So that is where my own inspiration started from. Conformed. When we talk about conformed, because that is what we are trying to change, to transform. Conform is actually to conform or to compile with a rules or standard or laws or policy or curriculum. To conform is to stand still, is for you to just focus on a particular policy and to act on it. To conform also will be to compromise yourself with other faiths or to compromise yourself with other beliefs. To conform also is trying to just be among the crowd, following the crowd, not knowing who you are, not knowing your purpose, and not knowing where to go, but just following people. So that is why it is very important that we look into the mindset for transformation. Conform is to involve a change in a beliefs or behavior, how we behave, how we react, our attitude, our beliefs. So to compromise, to join the group, to behave the certain way. And this reflects our attitude, it reflects our habits, our lifestyle, and even the way we practice. So to become similar in form, I mean, I'm still talking about conformed. So to be similar, to be familiar in character, in nature, or even in agreement, to accommodate and to adjust, to adapt, to make a same, to be traditionally be caged in one side. That means you only believe what other people believe, and that is conform. But then, why do we have to conform? Because we want to be accepted. We want to be recognized. We want to seek attention and approval of others. We want to mingle up with the group and also to be comfortable in our comfort zone. So that is why it is really interesting that we continue to learn and to transform. So the other side of conform is transform, to change, to make a difference, to redirect, to reposition, to make a change. So to conform, to transform as well, is to break the barrier of limitation, to turn situation around, the impossible to be possible, and negative to be positive, to turn the negative to positive. To transform also is to change a thing into a different thing, to make small things to be bigger. So my own question is, are we ready to transform our lives, our relationships, our leadership, in education, in whatever we are doing? Are we ready to transform? So are we ready also to learn how do we transform? So for us to transform, that is where mindset is all about. Because how you transform will base on the state of your mind, the state of your mindset. And mindset is also your beliefs. So mindset is the storehouse of the information you gathered. And then for you to now act on it is for you to transform, to use it to transform. Now, the question is, what is in your mindset, the negative or the positive? Because it will also lead you to be thinking, either you think positive or you think positive. For example, let me use example during this time of COVID pandemic that is rolling away. We all know that it has affected a lot of lives. And we now know that it affected even the economy of the country. We all also know that it's also changed our lifestyle. But then some will look at it in a negative way. Why? When we transform our mindset, when we transform our lives, we can look beyond that. That yes, this COVID came. Yes, we are in the midst of pandemic. Is that all to it? No, because there will always be positive side of it and the negative side of it. Let's say the negative side of it is we lost lives, we lost jobs, we lost businesses, we lost opportunities. But then the other side of it is, okay, it brings change into our lifestyle, into our beliefs. It's an eye opener. It's the beginning of the beginnings. It redirected us. It also redirected our focus. Even some of us became creativity. We make a lot of things. Some of us brought up our innovative ideas. So that is what we are talking about when we're talking about the mindset. The state of your mindset is very important. That is, yes, it's good. We all come together for these 3 days to learn. But we don't just only want to learn. We want to understand what is being taught. And the more you understand what is being taught is the time that you'll be able to take action. And that is the place that you'll be able to think positive or negative. So that is why it is very important that we talk about mindset. Because if our mindset is not renewed or changed, we're going nowhere. It's like a circle going round and round and round from January to December, going round and round. And that is why mindset is very important. So to make a decision and commit to it, we have to change our mindset. We also have to achieve. We also need to be consistent, persistent, diligent, disciplined. And that is the only way we can transform and improve and get better. And that is why it is very important. Now the question is, how to change? How can we change our lives through this mindset? How can we transform our lives, our relationships, and even the way we do things in our education, our leadership? The first thing first is, let's stop all these excuses. It will only hold us back. Let us stop all this blaming the government, blaming the parents, blaming everybody, blaming the situation, the society, our community. No, we have to look beyond that. So we need to stop all these excuses, all this blaming, all this complaining. Like Barack Obama, the former president of America, will say, we are not waiting for somebody else to make this change. And we are not waiting for some other time. This is the time to make that change. And guess what? You are the one to make the change. You are not looking left and right. You have the ability. You have greatness in you. You have the idea. You have ideas. You are creative. You are industrious. It's only sometimes when we put ourselves down. Like they always said, that no one has the power or qualify to hold you back or to stop you. The only person that have the power to stop you, to limit you, is you. And that is why we need to rise up, renew our mindset, and also take action. How do we take action? First of all, set a goals. That goals must relate and reflect to, first of all, who you are and also your purpose on earth. So you need to set a goal. You need to set your objective, the steps you want to take. You need to plan your life, plan your future, plan your day, how you want to take action, because it's very important. Forget the past, because the past will hold you back. Yes, we all make mistakes. Every one of us makes mistakes, but we can't sit down and lamenting on our mistakes. The mistakes are there for a purpose, for us to learn and also to get better. We are not supposed to be afraid to fail, because the more you fail is a sign that you make an attempt and you can still do it again. And when you are doing it again and again and again, then you can make it and you can achieve your goals. So let's forget the past. Things has gone wrong, yes. We've made mistakes, yes. But it's not too late to reposition yourself. It's not too late to start all over again. And it is not too late to start beginning. We've seen a lot of business people that they went all along starting again and again and again until they reach their goal. So create a plan and hold yourself accountable. And while you are holding yourself as an accountable, because you know what? If you are not careful, you can be discouraged, you can be distracted, and your focus can be broken. So you need a mentor. You need somebody that can guide you, that you can relate to. Some of our mentors, they've been there. They've done it all. So we can learn from them. They can share their experience, their wisdom. So you need a mentor. Then regularly track your assets, your records, reevaluate it. Don't just go all along and doing it. Have a time to reassess again, to evaluate either you are going to the right track or you have missed it on the way. And then you can still start all over again and reposition yourself and redirect. Don't be afraid to fail and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because that is the stepping stone. That is the first step. That is the ladder to our success. If you don't fail, you cannot rise. You cannot do anything else. If you don't make mistake, you cannot have experience. So don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fall, because all the entrepreneurs and the leaders you see out there, they fail several times, but they still rise up and continue their journey. Exercise and meditate and affirm always you can do it. You can stop, you can do it, you can do everything. You can become, you can achieve. So I would just want to encourage us today, because I have a little time today, and also to press on to say mindset is a state of mind. It can either be a fixed mindset or growth mindset. Mindset is the storage of information. Like I said before, it's everything. Renewing your mindset matters. Mindset can be your thought, your ideology, your way of thinking. Thought also can be negative or positive. But guess what? You can turn your negative to positive, because we are surrounded in this world. We're in this world and surrounded with people with negativity, with society, with community and everything. But you have the power to turn it around. You have the power to turn the negative to positive. You have the power to change your situation around. You have the power to change your stories around. And you have the power to restart and restart again. So thoughts can be negative and positive. As the scripture says, and like other people say, as a man thinks, so is he. So the way you think is where you are. The way you think will determine your future. The way you think will determine how you will become. And it will determine who you will become. And it will also determine what you will achieve in future. So it's very important. Mindset is how you perceive, how you see world around you, how you see a person and a situation. Mindset is very important. So let me quickly share with you, what is the opposite of this mindset we're talking about? Ignorance. That's why we are here today, to relearn, to learn again and again and again. That is why I always say learning is living. Living is lifestyle. Learning is lifelong. So you have to keep learning. You cannot be ignorant no anymore. Technology is giving us everything. If you think, wake up tomorrow, today you want to know something, it's so easy to get it. The only thing is get the right information. Have knowledge. We are not in that half knowledge anymore. We need to keep learning and keep learning, because what you've learned maybe 10 years ago might be different from now. It has been upgraded. So you need to update yourself, upgrade yourself. And then inexperience. Oh, yes. Many of us might not have some certain experience. And that's also, it affects our mindset. Experience is the best teacher sometimes, because if you don't experience it, you won't really understand it or appreciate it when they are talking to you. And then lack of understanding. And that is why I will always say, when you go for seminar, conferences, workshop, everything, always make sure you gain understanding. That is why it is easy. And that is why it is very important that you ask questions. When you ask questions, you clarify what the speaker have just said. So when they say, is there any other questions? Is there anything you want to say? Always be willing to ask questions, so that by the time you leave that conference, you gain something. Whenever conference you go to or workshop, always determine that you are there to gain, not just going there to listen. So always ask questions, because better understanding can make you to do well, to perform well. Better understanding can also lead you to apply what you've learned. Better understanding can also bring peace into your heart. So finally, research shows that mindset play a significant role in determining life. And to concern, let me ask these questions, which is the final thing I will say. Are you ready to renew your mindset and be educated and empowered to become role model and inspiration to your students and new generation? Are you ready? Are you ready to shift and make new direction? Reposition yourself for change. Remember, it is not too late to reposition yourself, to start all over again and change and learn new skills and become. Are you ready to recognize new opportunities instead of sitting down lamenting, complaining, and blaming? Are you ready to see opportunity that this modern world of technology around you and embrace it? Oh, yes. A leader is a person who influences a group of people to achieve a particular goal. And as a teacher, you are all a leader. And the question is, how can you be transformed for the global development of education? This is Dr. Elizabeth Lucas from United Kingdom, the founder of Y.Y.C.I International. Thank you all for listening, and thank you, Professor Dr. Mario Lucero, for inviting me. God bless you all. Have a wonderful
Yeah,
day.
thank you very much, my friend, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, for that very enlightening sharing. Okay, so Dr. Lucas is our country head of the Philippines, UK, and she's also the founder of Yes You Can